Over 14,000 years ago, Earth was a land of danger and survival. The humans of that time did not look like us today. Their bodies were strong and powerful, but their faces carried the features of apes: heavy brows, wide jaws, and eyes deep and wild like gorillas. They were not yet the humans we know, but they were the beginning of us. A small tribe of these early people moved through the grasslands. Their arms were muscular, their faces rough, their voices deep and harsh. They searched for food, carrying their children on their backs. Every step was a struggle, every sound in the wild a warning. Around them lived beasts greater and stronger, giant lions, saber-toothed cats, and other hunters of the dark forests. One afternoon, the tall grass suddenly shook. A lion leapt out, its golden mane shining in the sun. The tribe screamed in fear, their ape-like faces twisting with terror. They had no weapons, no shields, only their hands and sticks. The lion struck with brutal power, and one man was torn down. His cries echoed across the plains, and his body fell to the ground. The others cried out, their faces wet with sorrow, their voices raw. But these ancient humans were more than beasts. Behind their gorilla-like faces lived sharp minds. They could think, they could plan, and they could create. In their grief, they searched for an answer. One of them picked up a stone, heavy and sharp. He struck it against another, breaking it into edges. Sparks lit the night. The tribe stared at the sharp blade, their deep eyes glowing with new hope. For the first time, stone was turned into a weapon. They tied sharp rocks to wooden sticks with vines, their large hands working with determination. Their faces, though ape-like, showed intelligence. They had created spears, knives, and cutting blades. The tribe, once helpless, was now armed. But the wild is merciless. The lion returned, eyes glowing, ready to kill again. The tribe stood together, their gorilla-like faces grim, their weapons raised. The beast roared and charged. The humans roared back, their voices deep and primal. They struck with their stone spears, slashing with their sharp rocks. The battle was fierce. Claws tore through flesh, but stone cut into the beast. The tribe fought with fire in their eyes, united as one. At last, the lion fell. The ground shook with its final roar. The tribe stood over it, blood on their weapons, victory in their hearts. For the first time, mankind had conquered a predator not with strength alone, but with the power of creation. This was not only the death of a lion, it was the birth of human power. From that day, the gorilla-faced tribe knew they were not just prey. They were hunters. A stone was no longer just a stone. It was a tool, a weapon, a symbol of survival. From stone blades came spears. From spears came bows. And from those first weapons came the beginning of human history. These half-ape, half-human tribes were the dawn of mankind. Their struggle, their fight, and their creation lit the path toward civilization. Over 14,000 years ago, our ancestors stood at the edge of death. But instead of falling, they rose. They created, they survived. And that moment, the birth of the first weapon, was the beginning of our story. The story of man.